So encouraging to me in this text is that in that very same verse 5, Simon says something that is so remarkable and so phenomenal and so unusual. He says to Jesus, "Nevertheless, at your word, I will let down the net." And I asked myself, why would Simon say to Jesus, "Nevertheless, at your word, I will let down the net"? Because remember, he had already told Jesus that they had been fishing all night long and they had caught absolutely nothing. But Simon, I believe, could say this because he had an unusual faith in God. And you may say, well, where did that kind of faith come from? Well, if you go back to verse 1, it says that Jesus had been teaching the multitude. And verse 3, it says that Jesus got in Simon's boat and started teaching the multitude from the boat. And I have to believe that if Jesus is in my midst, spitting out truth left and right, it has to cause my faith to go to a whole nother level. See, faith is the bridge between where I am and the place that God has taken me. And Simon's faith had to be stronger than his reality. See, his reality said, I've been fishing all night long and I've caught absolutely nothing. But his faith said, if God said it, I'm doing it, and that settles it. And it wasn't until Simon launched into the deep that he was able to have this kind of revelation. See, sometimes we're trying to birth a deep spiritual revelation out of a shallow idea or a thought. Until you determine that you will launch into the deep, that place that is uncomfortable, that place that is challenging, that place that causes you to stretch beyond your limits, you won't be able to see the full manifestation of what's in store. See, there are some people and some relationships and even some visions that just aren't deep. But if you want a deep return, you've got to launch into the deep. And that requires that you have an unusual kind of faith.